bro, I just made $24,000 in one day just selling random fashion products, and this is only with one store. I'm running multiple. This is not no fucking TikTok ads, no like trends, just Facebook ads, structure and systems, guys. And in this video, I will be breaking down exactly how I picked the product, how I built the store, how I created the ads, and how I scaled it with Facebook to 5 figures in a day. So let's begin with the product, what I picked and why. Guys, to begin with, fashion dropshipping isn't about cool items, like it's about data and offer strategy. And here's my 3-part framework. So let's begin with it solves a problem or boosts identity. Think like, for example, body shaping, comfort, confidence. This product gave this customer a feeling, and it's not just like a simple fabric, right? Secondly, I check the recent growth. And I do this with, for example, tools like Denote, tools like PeopleSpy, like I already explained in a previous video. For example, when I see a product growing and I see a product scaling at this moment, of course I'm going to test it, right? Like when I see a product scaling, the data is good, why not? Always make sure to use tools like this. And last but not least, multiple winning creatives, guys. If multiple stores are scaling it and the revenue trend of the product is going up, that's just my green light. I don't like guessing. I don't like gambling. I just focus on numbers. I just focus on data. Always based on data. I'm going to pick a product and I'm going to test it. And that's just how it goes. That's just how I'm doing it. Then we're going to the store. And my store is always built to convert and not to look fucking cute, right? So most of the time I'm just using like themes like impact, impulse, maybe prestige, really themes like that. They do convert good, but of course you have to adjust a few things here and there. So let's begin. First of all, it needs to have a premium feel. It just needs to have clean fonts, just good product images. It has to look clean, especially for mobile. Secondly, always using AOV boosting bundles so that the customers get a discount when they're buying 2, that they're getting a discount when they're buying 3, so they get rewarded for buying more. Also, always have urgency triggers above the fold. So think like reviews, things that are limited time, maybe a shipping countdown, things like that. People, and especially in the UK market, especially with fashion, they need to have some bit of urgency, right? And that's also why my conversion rate is a lot higher. And that's also why my store is performing better. Always make sure to use things like these. What's also really good to have are the trust triggers. So things like free returns, 30-day guarantees, just some testimonials, things like this also help with convincing the customer that it's a good store that you just can buy without a problem. And things like that are really important, especially when you don't want abandoned checkouts, when you just want people to convert. And last but not least, smart product page copy. Like, please guys, I see this happen way too much. Please make sure that the site is optimized for mobile, then it's really scannable so that you can just check it out and you immediately know what kind of product it is or what it does for you. And always make sure to write the benefit first. And guys, that's how we hit an almost 4% conversion rate. This is really, really important. When you already have a solid site, you have some solid research, and you have some solid media buying skills, then you're going to make money. But first, you have to make sure that your site is solid, and then you can focus on the rest. So that's basically it. And now we're going to talk about the ads and what I launched and also why I launched it. So basically my campaign setup is just really simple. I test always with $50 or like 50 euros a day. For example, when I'm going to test in UK, just UK only, and 2 or 3 ads per ad set, and I always use broad targeting. It doesn't have to be complicated, especially when you're just testing. And really make sure always lock in on like the killing KPIs. So I've already written it down here. So for example, like, okay, the CPC is above €1, kill it. When it's €10 spent, when it's less than €1, of course, let it run. At $20 spent, when it has 0 add to cart kill, more than 1, or 1 add to cart, let it run. And at €30, when it has a sale, you have to let it run for 48 hours. Or when it has 0 sales, I always check ad level. But this is only when CPC is good. So what do I mean with this, right? So for example, when you already see a sale coming in, okay, you have to give it at least the whole day, maybe 48 hours, to really give the product a little bit of room to also perform, right? So really important. And when it is 0 sales, but the soft metrics are looking really good, like the CPC is good and things like that, always check ad level. And why? When you're testing with 50 euro, most of the time the spend is really divided. So for example, when you're testing 3 ads and maybe one ad I spent 10 euros, the second 20 euros, and maybe one also spent like 15 euros. Maybe one ad has an add to cart and the metrics are looking really good and the other 2 ads are just shit. Then I always duplicate the ad with only that one ad. Then I'm going to relaunch it again. Big chance that it will hit the next day. So this is a little tip for you guys, a little golden nugget, and please make sure to use this. And yeah, guys, when you already have a product and it's going past the testing phase, how are you going to scale it? And this is really important. To be honest, the scaling is quite simple. So especially for the UK, you need to have at least 25% gross margin. When you have that, you can scale the budget with like 50% and just test it like for at least 24 or 48 hours. When you're already a bit more experienced, you can also scale after 24 hours every time. But when you're just a beginner, I would always advise to first let it run for 48 hours. So here are also more advanced strategies with like the 70% downscale, etc., etc. But when you're still a beginner, I wouldn't advise to use this. And when you have 35% gross margin, then you can double the budget, especially in UK. For markets like Denmark, for Netherlands, I wouldn't do it. Then I would do it like 20% and like 50%, but for the UK it's 50, and doubling budgets is just really good, and it works just really good for me. But how do you know when to scale? How do you know what kind of ROAS you should scale and what you exactly need to do? That's why I always use the daily ROAS tracker, guys. I've already talked about this in previous videos, but this is just really important. Here you can actually see, okay, what is my actual margin of every campaign I launch? What is the exact ROAS and when can I scale? This is just really important, especially when you are a beginner, especially when you're also more advanced. It doesn't fucking matter. Really important, because data is key, numbers are key. You really have to track everything down, and especially when you want to succeed in e-com, it's just a numbers game. So really make sure to track everything down, and this is just really important. When you want me to send over the daily ROAS sheet, please comment ROAS in the comments and then I will send it over directly. And guys, the daily ROAS sheet is really the only reason that we scaled clean with no panic, no fucking lost days, just control growth. And why? Especially when the ROAS maybe dips, we immediately see it, we immediately take action. That's why we always scale controlled. We don't have like huge lost days and no fucking panic, okay? So yeah, guys, this wasn't fucking luck. It was data, backend, product fucking research, a clean AOV optimized store, smart Facebook testing, scaling with good margins, and disciplined scaling, guys. And that's how we did $24K in a day with fresh dropshipping with one store. Guys, if you're still guessing and praying if your next product will take off, please stop gambling. Just take this framework and track your numbers properly, build some good systems, and run it like a real business. And that's it, guys. Drop your questions below, or you can also DM me on X. And if you're serious, then I will help you. Ciao.